Hello everybody, this is Nogrul yet again, and I have to show you this. This is my new character, and it is a new build that I have created. I'm gonna make a short build showcase for you guys on YouTube. At the moment, basically, it consists of the following. We started as a ranger, and I picked up all the projectile damage for faster leveling, then went into the life and evasion for survivability. These we need to pick up later mainly for the intelligence points, but also flask mana regain is nice to have on this build. At the beginning I pathed around here because we don't start using a shield, but we have later picked up the shield nodes because the entire thing here is a Spectral Shield Pro build. So we're having the shield nodes right here, picking up some life, picking up some crit multi. In this way we go pick up some shield nodes right here, especially for the defenses that we get from the equipped shield. Why, you will find out later. Go in that direction, pick up the attack speed and accuracy rating. We also get fury bolts for the additional projectile damage, and then we path around here to Master of the Arena, pick up all the stuff we have here in the nice Defiance shield wheel, get the bleeding damage, go to more life here, retaliation here for even more damage while holding a shield, vitality void and the life mana hybrid node for leech sustain, and we'll get dirty techniques as another bleeding node basically. And then we picked up some sockets already where we have mainly like life resist and some intelligence in. Picked up flat evasion and evasion percent here, some more dual sockets with some projectile damage and some life up here. So entirely our build consists of mainly life, projectile damage and damage while holding a shield. Also we have invested into some bleeding nodes already, and we're starting to invest into critical nodes. Now let me show you the gear. The gear of this build is basically... this is perfect. So the gear of this build is basically a Queen of the Forest, and that's the main reason why we need the flat evasion and evasion percent and the defenses from equipped shield, because in total with the shield we are using we're now on 27k evasion, and if we're walking around using skills that goes up to 30k, so we have 75% to evade attacks. That's not as powerful as, for example, having a secondary mitigation, but it helps quite a lot. Also we are able to walk way faster than your usual build, like we have quite a nice bonus to movement speed. If we're frequently running around with the tailwind as well, as you can see, it's super fast. Then you get Zirconios because you have a high base evasion on that. Also you get a nice flat life and you get some crit chance. As well as on Maligaros you get some basic evasion, you get some attack speed and some crit chance and crit multi. Just perfect for the build. We're using a Nomad. The Nomad is super awesome for this build since we're getting all resist, we're getting some good stats, we're getting 40% increased global physical, and we're getting also 45% increased projectile attack damage while you have at least the dexterity needed. As you can see, we have enough strength and dexterity to sustain both on the moment. Then we're using the Bubonic Trail Murder Boots that I found on my totem build. Basically, I swapped them over to this build to test it out. At the moment I have only 2 different Abyssal Jewels in, so the damage we're getting from this is only 20% at the moment. I'm hoping to get that to 40% in some time. The rings I have are pretty decent, but mainly for capping my resists and giving me some more flat evasion. And then this talisman gives us a total of 76% increased... total of 83% increased critical strike, chance and 30% multi, with also adding another 9 to 14 physical flat damage, which is super nice to have. On the main weapon we're just using a weapon that has super fast attacks, so we have attack speed 2.0, and additionally we got around 53 crit multi and 32% increased damage with bleeding, which is quite nice. All in all, that together works for our Spectral Shield Pro to have around 14.1k damage at the moment. My complete life pool at the moment on level 71 is only 3.1k, which is a bit low still, and I hope I can upgrade that by getting some more of the Cyan Life Wheel here, and maybe later Profane Chemistry for even more life. And I was thinking already about repathing here and picking up Thick Skin, but that's something for like super late game. I'll need to figure out when and in which order I'll do that. Until that point, let me show you and demonstrate what the build can do so far. Our main skill setup is Chance to Bleed, Brutality, Spectral Shield Throw, Physical Projectile Attack Damage Support, and Slower Projectile Support. If we'd have a 6-link, the 6-link most likely would be Maim. So Chance to Maim on attack with the more physical damage modifier on the gem. Okay, so let me get a map. I basically just hit maps with level 71, as you can see, but we're anyways running a tier 4 Strand because I think I have run my last builds on tier 4s as well, so we have a better comparison. And also you will definitely see that this build should probably be able to clear this. And with my golem 14.5k DPS on the shield throw, it makes me pretty proud because it's a nice idea to combine that with a good evasion shield and Queen of the Forest. The build is really fucking fast if you are like about running around. Since we have Elder here now, you can see like how the boss damage fares off. It's not super awesome, but it's quite decent. And if you like compare this to like a build that is more made for clear speed, you most likely want to go with something else like usual Spectral Throw or like any other better build. This is more directed to be like a fun meme build, because I really wanted to play Shield Throw, and for that it works out quite well. As you can see, we're not getting a lot of damage, our secondary defense are alright, and now that we have the ability to finally hit that null portal, you can see that even our boss damage is quite good, since those null portals are pretty fucking tanky. Even on my Reef build I need to stand still for several seconds, and as you guys know, this one Reef build has like 6 times the DPS than this guy has. So it's decent, let's say it like that. You can definitely map, and I wish I had an opportunity or like anything that would enable me in form of an enchant or something to use shield throw as 2 or 3 projectiles, so basically throwing 3 shields at the same time. That would just be great. At the moment we don't have that, unfortunately. I hope they patch something like this into the game, because I think that would balance the skill out a bit more. Because the main downside of using Spectral Shield Throw at the moment is that you only have 1 projectile you can work with. But as you can see, the clearing is like, for level 71 and only 3.1k HP, it's really good. Because we basically just defeated Kitava. But for like, in comparison to established builds that have like a well-rolled skill tree and skill setup already, it's obviously quite minimalistic here. But it can clear, and that is my main intent on this build, since everyone said like, hey, you can't probably make shield throw any good. Shield throw is just a very wasted time shit skill. It is not. Like, it is when you are going for clear speed meta, you obviously like use it somewhat else, probably with elemental damage on it or anything. I have like taken a double like I'm trying to achieve 2 things here, which is once make shield throw happen and the other one make bleeding happen. So it's like double the like experience needed to craft that build and double the worst case possible chances of that build. But it's working out quite great for that. And the total budget of this build so far I think is around 150 to 200 chaos. And of course you could, like, if you go Sundera or something, you can probably pull out, for the same amount of money, pull out a better build that clears faster. So it's definitely not a league starter, and it's a build that it's like a hobby project. I'll be working on this for at least like a week or 2 more and probably get it to level 80, 85-ish and like frequently check out if I can add something to the build, if I can add some more damage. My goal would be around 20k physical DPS on bosses, and if we achieve that, maybe I can use it for Uber Lab Farmer or so, just for the fun of playing a shield throw build. And as you can see, I've encountered like 4 portals already, which are the like tankiest shits in the game. As you can see as well, my mana sustain works very well. I can probably drop the mana flask soon. The plain mana we get from hitting with the shield throw is definitely enough to sustain the hits, and we're at the moment at like an attack speed where we can throw like 3 shields a second or something, which works quite decently. The good thing is that we can run around super fast thanks to Queen of the Forest, so we can basically, the running gets capped by my bad damage at the moment. We could be way faster clearing this map if my damage would have been a bit higher. But it's fairly survivable as well if you consider this to be like a just came out Kitava fight level 71 build that I just created 2 days ago. So for that state it's in a pretty good position. And I hope I can advance on this, because it's really fun to have like a new skill and work on it. And figure out what's the trick to make it really good. On the 6th link I think we could have the 20k in already, and if we achieve that, maybe 6 linking the Queen of the Forest, that would be super cool. Sometimes with this build. And if you're dropping low or anything, try to dash around with Whirling Blades, get your fortitude up, 45 up, sorry for that, and try to evade a bit. Most of the time your life will just get leeched back in time before anything worse happens. If you get one hit by 3.1k crit or something, you have kind of a problem. So probably at the beginning of you leveling this and mapping, you should not run any critical strike maps or something that could like just hit you out of the world basically with one hit. Because it's obviously so that you'll need some time to grow your damage and your survivability on this build. Ah! Give it the portal. We're listening to at the moment is my new streaming playlist, which I'm using currently. Mostly new punk stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing in the stream at the moment. If you want to check out my stream, I'm streaming every day. Random variety o'clock, you could say. I can't really say when I'm online. Most of the time it's in the night times of Germany. But that might shift a bit at the moment, since it's kind of depending on when I wake up or not. Having some weird sleeping disease. Meaning sometimes I just can't sleep. So guys, that should almost be the boss. Once we hit the boss and I killed the boss, I'll end this tutorial video. And I hope you had some fun checking out my new build and what I'm working on. And I hope I see you guys live sometime maybe. Got some gem levels there as well. I think I never ever had so many null portals in one map. Must be like the 8th null portal or something. Well, good for us. Maybe we get some more Elder items. So keep farming it. Oh, unfortunately this time no drop. There we go, arena. Let's see if we can beat the boss. I hope so. Okay, and obviously you want to use probably a diamond flask. I did not optimize the flasks at all yet. Like, I don't need a mana flask anymore, I think. I could probably use an onslaught and a diamond flask and make it more effective already. A Aziri's Promise could work as well. I could think about Alliance Rope only works for melee. Sometimes this build feels like melee because you're as if you are like using puncturing on or puncture on melee splash, something like that. It feels very interesting. At least we downed the bosses. That was a tier 4 map showcase of my new Spectral Shield Throw build. You'll see a lot of it in the next weeks, I hope. While I'm still pushing my Reef to level 90, he's already level 89 now, so that won't take long as well, and I'll keep you updated on the builds. Thank you so much for watching, have a nice day, and peace out.